Good, happy Tuesday morning, November 10, 2020. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Tuesday morning, so let's begin. First up, we begin with your COVID-19 updates. Coronavirus in New Hampshire, key information and data. Let's take a look at that right now. And here is a look at that information for all of you right now. There are 12,699 number of people in New Hampshire have tested positive for COVID-19. 10,029,556 number of people in the United States have tested positive. 489 number of deaths from COVID-19 in New Hampshire. 794 number of people have been hospitalized with COVID-19 in New Hampshire. And 238,053 number of deaths from COVID-19 in the United States. And let's take a look at this map of New Hampshire where current cases of COVID-19 are. In Nashua, 125. And let's take a look at this map of New Hampshire where total cases of COVID-19 are. Nashua, 1317. And now let's take a look at these three charts here. Let's start with the first chart here. New cases each day in New Hampshire. In the purple, daily new positive COVID-19 cases. In the orange, new hospitalization. In red, deaths. Let's take a look at this chart here. Current cases. In the purple, total current COVID-19 cases. And in the orange, current hospitalization. Let's take a look at this chart here. Total cases. In the purple, total positive COVID-19 cases. In the orange, total hospitalization. Red, deaths. And blue, recovered. Let's take a look at this chart here. Positive PCR test rate and daily PCR test. Let's take a look at this chart here. Age group of cases, female and male of cases, and risk information. And let's take a look at this chart here. Infections, hospitalizations, and deaths. And let's take a look at this chart here. Deaths, percent of New Hampshire population, race/ethnicity of cases, and hospitalizations. And a reminder, your common symptoms: fever, lack of smell, cough, chills, difficult breathing, nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. How it spreads, and prevention tips. And be sure to stay with the Riley King Network for the latest of your COVID-19 information. Substantial community transmission of COVID-19 reported in 8 New Hampshire communities. Berlin city officials consider a mask ordinance. They did a vote last night on a mask ordinance. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
For the easy and the complex, the small stuff and the big, we're here with the affordable local loans, easy to manage accounts, and financial advice to help you blaze a trail, figure stuff out, and make your money go farther. We're Granite State Credit Union. Live bold.
State health officials say substantial spread is determined by positive cases per 100,000 people over 14 days. Hillsborough County led Sunday's new transmissions with 76 cases. Rockingham County had 46, and Stratford County had 27 new cases. Coos, Grafton, Merrimack, Sullivan, and Belknap counties are also considered substantial.
We somewhat expected it with the change in the weather.
Dr. Jose Mercado is an associate hospital epidemiologist at Dartmouth-Hitchcock Medical Center. He says more people are gathering indoors and letting their guard down.
So we have to think about our exposures and think about protecting ourselves. And you also have to think about exposing others.
Just Carroll and Cheshire counties remain at moderate transmission.
The case rates are going up pretty much everywhere.
Janelle Boyer is an associate professor in public health at Keene State College. The school has partnered with the city for a program that tests wastewater to track COVID-19 both on campus and in the community.
I think it has a potential to be a nice surveillance system.
Boyer says positive sample cases have increased in recent days.
Actually, this is usually a leading indicator that they might see the samples go up in wastewater first. And then soon they'll start to see an increase in cases within the counter community.
And in a statement to News 9, the governor says the state has always expected that cases will climb, but he says everyone can do their part to try to keep those numbers low, including wearing a mask, washing your hands, and social distancing. Reporting live tonight, I'm Tim Callery, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Moderna continues to work toward a vaccine working to produce alongside Portsmouth Company. Vaccine trials show promising results. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9. Okay, we're having technical difficulties with that video. Sorry about that, everyone. New England-based biotech firm Moderna has been developing a COVID-19 vaccine and is working with the biologists in Portsmouth to produce it. Moderna is currently in phase 3 trial of the vaccine, with 30,000 people taking part. The company said early analysis has shown the vaccine was generally well tolerated across all age groups and resulted in strong immune response against COVID-19. The nation's top disease expert, Dr. Anthony Fauci, said the result of Pfizer trial have been extraordinary. They bode well for Moderna, and there is hope of eventually having 2 vaccines. Virtually every one of the other vaccines Moderna is an mRNA candidate, which we would expect would have similar results, but both candidates, the other platform, all use a spike protein as the target of the immune response. So we have the first out of the gate, Fauci said on Monday. Moderna is scheduled to participate in a virtual healthcare conference on Wednesday, when we could learn more about their efforts towards a vaccine. General Don Bolduc wastes no time announcing 2022 U.S. Senate candidacy to take on Hassan. After losing in the GOP primary, he says in an interview he would have beaten Shaheen. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Hey, Paul here, owner of Century Roofing. I personally wish to thank the thousands of our customers for supporting our team. At Century, our team continues to grow, and we have recently made a major investment in equipment and personnel for our metal roofing division. Most of our competitors offer...
He came in second in this year's Republican primary, losing to Corky Messner, who then lost in the general to Jean Shaheen. WMUR political reporter John DeStaso was first to report that today Bolduc filed a statement of candidacy with the Federal Election Commission for the 2022 Republican Senate primary. That's the seat Democrat Maggie Hassan currently holds.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Ice castles to return to Lincoln with limited capacity and mask required. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
It's the official tractor of Tough Cap Month at Mahindra. Get great deals on all cab tractors.
Castles are returning to New Hampshire this winter with a new design and COVID-19 safety measures. The winter outdoor facility will operate at a reduced capacity to help with social distancing. All tunnels and crawl spacers will also be marked as one way to limit face-to-face exposure with other guests. And all staff and guests will be required to wear a mask. The winter playground is projected to open in early January 2021.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. State to hold virtual job fair November 10th. Employees from wide range of fields. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Andy Hirschberger.
Chapel Tractor has been in our family since 1955, when great-grandfather Pearlie and our grandfather George decided to sell tractors.
New Hampshire is still trying to rebound from historic unemployment numbers caused by the coronavirus. But while we are still far away from pre-pandemic rates, officials say we are doing better than other New England states.
So you see the trend over the last few months. New Hampshire has been putting people back to work quicker than the rest of the states in the Northeast, quicker than the country as a whole.
New Hampshire has gone from a high of about 120,000 people filing for unemployment help in May to about 38,000 last week. To keep those numbers going downward, the New Hampshire Department of Employment Security and the New Hampshire Commerce Corridor are holding a virtual job fair on Tuesday.
You sit with employers. It's just like going to a regular job fair, except it's online. And aside from, avoiding any sort of COVID-related issues, it's a lot easier, frankly, to do it from a computer wherever you might be remotely.
Officials say there will be 75 businesses looking to fill about 500 jobs, everything from healthcare and manufacturing to tech and education. Taylor Caswell says the pandemic forced many people to change career paths, but we may not know the true shift of the New Hampshire workforce landscape for a while.
We're going to see a lot of people that either lost their job or are considering a new type of work because they, for whatever reason. And it's giving people an opportunity to sort of see what jobs are out there.
To take part in this virtual job fair, that you can visit the link on our website and on the mobile app. Officials say that they hope to hold several of these virtual job fairs throughout the winter. Reporting live, I'm Andy Hirschberger, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Child, adult die in Henniker fire. Candle may have started the blaze. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
It's the official tractor of Tough Cab Month at Mahindra. Get great deals on all cab.
We are following breaking news out of Henniker tonight, where the state fire marshal says 2 people were killed in a fire. Crews responded to 41 Ryan Road just before 5 and found heavy smoke and fire coming from a mobile home. An adult and a child were found dead inside. The cause of the fire remains under investigation.
One of the working theories that the investigative team is looking at right now is that a candle may have caused this fire. That is one of the sources of ignition that's under investigation that we are looking into as a potential cause.
Very sad story there. More details will be released once autopsies are complete.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for this morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Thank you for watching. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Goodbye, everyone.